It's time for you to get off work and you want to just go home and chill. No clubbing for today. And you decide to use that $10 monthly subscription on Netflix. And you're scrolling and you're scrolling and you're scrolling and you see a show called My White Girlfriend. It's a story about a black man who's so happy to have a white female in the state of Georgia. And then something happens in the plot. She goes to the club, she gets drunk, and somehow, gunshots! The black boyfriend gets killed, but she tells the police something interesting. It accidentally happened. You turn the show off after watching it and you're like, wow, that was amazing. There's no way that could have ever happened in real life. But what if I told you that it's true? Rewind! In 2025, it's not uncommon to see interracial relationships, and people really like to talk about it a lot. Especially some black people, when they get into relationship with whites, they like to also mention for the fact that they are with a white woman and they are proud of it. And that was our guy, Telvin Osborne. You see, he was in a relationship with Hannah Grace Cobb, and he wanted the world to know that what he had was very special. If you look at this post with the both of them, he says it clearly. Thankful for this little blonde blessing of mine. Aww. That's not all. He said more than one. On March 2nd, 2021, I'll kill for her. I'll kill about her. And I ain't scared to say I'll die about her. Bruh, that last part though. We'll get to that in a moment because you definitely about to die about her. That's for sure. And it's interesting because on February 23rd, on Sunday morning, his dreams would actually come true in a way. Well, what happened? Well, you see this video of her dancing? Yeah, that's her at the club, and they're actually there together, turning up. You see her right there doing some little weird ass dance in the club, and they got home at 5 in the morning. Then all of a sudden, this happened.
So, if you see this woman right here, this is Hannah Cobb. Hannah decided to go out to the club with my cousin Telbo, who's right there in the video with her. This past weekend, got drunk in the club, came home, shot and killed him, and then told the cops that she was cleaning her gun at 5 a.m. in the morning. So my cousin is dead. She hasn't been charged with anything. And the police are telling us that it is still under investigation. Like, what am I not understanding here? First of all, she was drunk. She said she was cleaning a gun at 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning. And y'all don't find that suspicious? If anything, she should need to be arrested and charged with negligent homicide. But we want more. And if we don't get more, we're going to show y'all the power of our family down in Burke County.
So that's the cousin, and we all heard what the cousin had to say. But you know what? I wanted to look at some of the commentary from some of the people that are talking about this issue. Nikisha Nixon says, who cleans their gun at 5 in the morning coming home from the club? Well, taken from this post, that's what he wanted, case dismissed. Pretty Domo goes, headed to the store. Anybody want anything? Eldon Cornelius, I don't feel bad for him, he chose his side. Shamia for real, he chose her. Bye. The exception, yet she hasn't been arrested. Now let me talk about being arrested, because in actuality, she has been arrested and she has been officially charged with felony involuntary manslaughter. This is this girlfriend, Hannah Grace Cobb. And allegedly her dad is in the police department or in a sheriff's department in some place like that. And this is one of the reasons why they were slow to do it. But it's interesting because everybody has an opinion on this, especially Dr. Umar Johnson. African drum music? So Hannah Grace Cobb kills my brother Telbo Rackets after leaving a club party. She claims she went home and cleaned the damn gun and shot him in the head. Anybody out there knows something doesn't sound right about that? So here's what I actually believe. Number one, you don't clean your gun on accident and it goes off and then somebody is shot and they die. Obviously, she's gonna get locked up and she deserves to be locked up. But I also need to believe and think that some guys are just maybe too excited to be dealing with somebody that's white, and they play on that a lot. And, that person is a Caucasian or another race. And so you're so blessed, quote unquote, to have, this blonde thing right here. But the guy said he'll kill about her and he'll also die about her. And damn it, he definitely died about her. And I think that, again, the situation needs to come to a head about the kind of people that we pick. And it's never really about the race of someone. It's all about the values. Let me just say this. If you're a person and you have a hood value about yourself, and if you get with somebody of another community, they're also going to have the same hood value as you. And I'm not trying to say that he was from the hood, but I mean, it looks like the chick that he was with had a lot of hood stuff. So it's not like you're going to get a white girl or a white lady who is going to be, let me just say, for example, the real respectable, white lady who does all these different things, typically, if you're not a man that has those same values. And we sometimes uplift people because they are Caucasian or of another race. I live in, Kampala, Uganda, and I often see people uplifting white men or white women, because they're Caucasian. And we know that doing that is definitely a wrong move. There was a guy here, I don't remember the story, but they had did all these illegal surgeries, him and his girlfriend, on these Ugandan kids, and like 30 of them died. And the reason why people trusted, her is because she basically was white. And she was out there doing all these crazy things. And, a lot of these kids died because this person was white. And, hey, I don't know what was going on in their relationship, but definitely she wanted him dead, and he is dead. And unfortunately, when you look at the comments in Black social media, because he was uplifting this lady, like, oh, he was so happy to be with her because she was white, people are not feeling sympathetic for him. And it's sad because he's a person, and we don't know how he felt about the Black community or Black women or whatever like that. But the reason why people don't care is because, like, oh, well, you chose your poison, so you go and deal with her. This is what you wanted. You wanted that chick. This is what you working with. This is what you get with. Hey, that's on you. And I think it's kind of sad to see it, but that's how people feel. So before you start uplifting somebody because they're blonde or because they're white or because they're anything, hey, you better make sure that person is decent and actually has something to offer you besides the fact that they got blonde hair, and not ending up in a situation where you got a white woman's word versus a Black woman's word. And a lot of times, hey, that white woman's word might come across something. She can come back and say, oh, he was hitting me. Oh, he was doing this, and oh, he was doing that. And now the family feels like, oh, we're at a disadvantage because the girl is white, and, so on and so forth. And, hey, she can always lean into that. He hit me. He did this. It was an accident. Now the family's upset. Gotta watch who you choose. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all of you. Just heard the bell. We're out.